people will be like 2003 Toyota Tacoma and it'll be like have all these specs of the years, and then at the very bottom, don't buy this, it's not real, it's a toy car. It was 420 today, right now as we're speaking. You're gonna make me do the thing where you forget.
I'm not high, bro, you're high.
You have a pet peeve?
Okay, ick.
Yeah, go.
I'll add that to my ick list.
And we are back, open for business, baby. Round
back.
4. Ooh, we're back. Okay, I just wanted to point this out. We're here again. The Boys House, episode 4. McKaylee in the room with us. Just us chilling.
Hi.
We usually bring up how something happened outside the window. Sadly, today, it's just a yard sale. Kind of boring, but I wanted to bring this up because I don't think you caught on to this either. Episode 2, our second episode, we thought it was funny that this was an occurring thing that was happening. And then I said, oh yeah, wait till there's a naked person right outside our window. Episode 3 came, there was the naked lady on a bird scooter, which is really funny that we literally called that ahead of time.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. I said something else, and now I'm just waiting for that other thing to happen. I can't remember what it was. So that was really funny. Like that's crazy that we called the future. So I think right now what we're going to do is we're going to rapid fire a bunch of things that could occur outside the window in the future. So when we get it, we can come back to this time and say we said it before.
Okay.
Okay. One of them is definitely going to be a car accident. That's like a no-brainer that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because we're on a busy street. So it's like, I feel like a car accident is only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So that's one of them. What are you thinking? Getting naked person, like, semi-naked. Off rip is crazy.
Yeah. I want to say... I
Can't think of...
I can't say that.
What is it?
If I say it, you'll have to cut it.
What is it, though? Just tell me.
Okay.
I'll cut it.
Cut this.
Okay. So I'm just going to say it now. Mason said something, and I just had to immediately cut it. So we're just going to say that. We'll just keep it at that, and if it happens, we'll bring up the clip later down the line and unvault it.
Yeah,
because that's wild. That's wicked. We'll leave it at that. Leave it at that. There's going to be more animals. There's going to be a bunch of random stuff.
Crackhead.
Yeah, crackhead's a guarantee. Crackhead's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Crackhead getting in a car? Nah.
No. They'd be walking by. I'm waiting for someone to come up to the door while the windows are open.
Ooh, that's a good one. Like someone coming to the door.
Someone coming up
I'm
yeah, but right by the window.
Yeah, like someone we don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. That's only, like I said, matter of time.
Yeah.
Moving on. I want to get this out of the way off rip. Oh, past the window thing. This is kind of a recurring thing. I just thought I'd bring it up. Last week, if you guys tuned in on the third episode, we had brought up our stories. You're wearing them right now of ass pizza and the shoe debacle with Mason, right? And how I had my own deal with the triple box logo.
Yeah.
Right. During me editing that podcast, I said, what the hell? I'll just shoot him an email just for old time's sake.
Yeah.
My fifth email. Shoot it his way. Hey, just came across my mind again. I've reached out to you guys a bunch of times. I've left empty-handed. I haven't had anything. They messaged me back and gave me a full refund.
What?
They gave me the full $85 back.
Dude, that's what I've been saying. He's trying to make it right.
So I have to issue an apology kind of where it's like I was hating a little bit. It has been a long time, and at the time it still was annoying, but getting my stuff in the end is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't even because of the video. It was before I even uploaded it. It was
That's
just
awesome.
I just brought it up. I just thought that was crazy.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, congrats.
I know, right?
Now you can join the party.
Yeah, I had $85 in my pocket. It was kind of nice.
We're back in it.
Yeah, I'd say the face has been saved because I was a hater for so long.
I really think he's putting in an effort to be better at that.
I think he understood that he has an audience. It's not like he has a tiny audience. There's people that love his stuff. I mean, he did the 50-state tour, like you were saying, where you got your shoes. There's a good amount of people there. There's a pretty big group of people for what it is. I don't know. I'd be stoked if we did a pop-up and that many people showed up.
That'd be so fun.
That's really successful.
I would like to do something similar in the future when we have that big of a following.
Again, though, there's this part with doing something like this. It's really hard. Is trying to be unique and trying to like come up with a unique idea without ripping, someone else's thing.
Well, I mean, just doing like a pop-up tour in general would be super fun.
Yeah. Buying a van.
I know, that's...
A van or like an ice cream truck. Everyone's had this idea before, but like actually going out and doing it would be so rad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just road tripping with all your friends. Selling clothes.
It'd be really fun.
Yeah.
But it's like, you got to get to a certain point to buy a whole vehicle.
To be able to buy a vehicle.
Yeah.
Not work.
Yeah, not need to go to your job in the morning.
Yeah,
you just drive down the freeway and go to a different state. And people there would know you.
I've always wanted to do like across the entire US road trip.
Yeah.
And like go across the bottom one way and then go across the top on the other way.
Yeah.
Be super fun, but that takes a lot of time.
Yeah. I'm at that point in my life where it's like I couldn't afford to like go out for multiple weeks and drive.
Yeah.
It'd be so nice to just hit the road, dude.
Yeah.
There's something about going to a new place with like a different energy that is just such a good feeling, like of like being somewhere new.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird because you go on like vacation, that your vacation is someone's like home.
Right.
So to them, they're just living normal lives.
Right.
And then like to us, it's like, whoa, this place is so cool and different. Like when our buddy comes and visits us, he probably gets like vacation vibes.
Yeah, it's like, this is giddy, new place. He gets excited.
Yeah, and then we go to his place and
that's Park City for me. It's crazy that I've been like, I've been to Park City like 16, 17 times in my life.
Yeah.
And it's like, people are like, you've been to Park City? It's
yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. It's in Utah. Like most of Utah lives in like that area, along the Wasatch Front.
Yeah.
And it's like everything's there except Moab and stuff like that. But I'm sorry if that picked up, dude. My phone is on vibrate right next to the mic. It definitely just went without a doubt. Dude, that's the thing about these two is that like if I even okay, now it doesn't do it. Of course. But if I swing it around, it just squeaks and screams at me. It's so bad. But what am I gonna do, bro? These are like the not like if you look up microphone stand on Amazon, these Johns come up every time. It's the same one, just in different positions, dude. It's so funny. You notice how like there's always that one thing where it's mass produced and it's just a different logo on it every time. You know what I mean? Or it just doesn't have a logo at all.
Yeah.
There's so many things like that. It's always usually Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.
And it's either $15 or $85 by a really well-known company.
Or Amazon's pick.
Yeah. Amazon. Okay, wait. I'm a little slut for Amazon's pick. I'm not gonna lie, because Amazon's pick is usually the quickest, and like I said,
and
I love quick shipping.
It has some like validity to where like you're not getting scammed, like you're not getting like a Wish.com product.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Wish. You want to go down the Wish rabbit hole? Dude, back in the day, that's how we used to like get shit for like school. Like not like dumb stuff, you know what I mean? Like to show friends. Like that was
like a taser.
Right. Like exactly. A taser is a great example where it's like, where the hell did you find this? I'm like, I just waited a couple months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, Wish is the exact opposite of Amazon.
Wish is so fun though, because it's like you can find the craziest little gadgets.
It's more like a gamble, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just you gambling to see.
It might work.
Yeah. It may or may, like getting a drone for $2. You're not going to get your hopes up that much, right?
No.
No, probably not.
Sometimes they'll be tiny versions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. I feel like that happens on eBay as well. That's very well known. People will be like, 2003 Toyota Tacoma. And it'll be like, have all these specs of the years. And then at the very bottom, don't buy this. It's not real. It's a toy car. And people buy it. And they'll have the car shipped to their house. They're like, wow, free shipping for 2003? And then it'll hit their doorstep and they're like, I see what happened here. And I think like, if you put your description correctly, you can get away with this.
Yeah.
Is there something actively happening outside of our window? Nope, just a race car. What was it? Oh, imagine!
Dude, that would be nuts.
I called it episode of. Something hasn't happened while we were recording, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's always been right before.
Dude, people are getting really close, and I'm getting scared.
You can go move it if you want.
No.
No, because it'll be good for the pod. Just kidding.
Content.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But I can't park anywhere else.
It's fine. Just leave it right there for now.
Dude.
But, anyways, yeah, that whole era has now been it was our thing. I don't know. This is weird. Our generation's thing. Temu is the new deal.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard a little bit about Temu, people calling it a scam website, but a lot of people say it's like a website. They use it a lot.
Yeah, I haven't heard much.
Have you indulged?
No, so what I was going to say is, from what I've seen, it's just like Wish. Like, it's not...
It's just Wish, but like...
Like, what's the difference?
Yeah, it is a different name. They're both 4-letter words. It's like streaming platforms, like Tubo, Hulu, and all the other, you know. If you type in, you know, any 4 letters, you'll probably get a streaming website. Yeah. That's a Drew Gooden bit, but like, it's true. Like, I did it, and it literally came up with like some streaming website, and like, it's so wild. Like, I think about these like companies with these really big ideas, and they're like, let's come up with a name. And they're like, with 4 of their claws. And they're like, that'll do. Like, I'm not saying
.com.
There is yeah, exactly. There's people that could be like, oh, Superfake's a dumb name, but it's like, I didn't just like have my cat step on my keyboard.
I kind of do want to get into this.
Yeah.
How I got the name Superfake.
Right. Yeah, that is interesting, huh?
So I had like this list of things that I wanted to do with a name. And I can pull it up actually.
Yeah. So it's basically just like a roundup of things you enjoy, right?
Yeah, I had lists of other companies that I really liked.
Right.
Other brands that are like, oh, yeah, like they do this kind of graphic. This name would work with that kind of graphic.
Got you.
Short and simple.
Yes.
Or complex and can be abbreviated. SF.
Oh, look at him.
Name doesn't mean anything and really can't be tied to other things.
That's true.
Easy to read or understand.
Right.
Looks good.
Does look good.
Available on social media platforms.
Yeah.
And not already another brand.
Yeah. And that's cool. I get this a lot. The one thing I get a lot is that, like, did you, like, do SUP? Like, were you trying to do Supreme?
I wasn't. What got me to SF was I saw, like, the baseball hats.
Yes.
A lot of people were, like, doing extra embroidery on, like, a baseball hat.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do something like that. What's my favorite team?
Yeah.
The San Francisco Giants.
Which is something we just naturally have in common, is that we're San Francisco fans.
Yeah. And then
that just played out well.
I took SF. I was like, okay, there's the abbreviation. What's S? What's F?
Yeah. It's crazy. You really broke it down because people really made careers off hitting random number generators.
Yeah.
Post Malone got his name from going into like a cool rapper name thing and then hitting enter.
That's how we got Childish Gambino notoriously used the Wu-Tang Clan name generator.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, people really it can't really matter that much. It's like what you build around it that's like really important.
For sure. It's hard. I lost my thought completely.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm not cutting that.
No.
That is so funny.
Dude, that happens to me. I'll like be at work and I'll be talking to my boss.
Yeah.
And I'll be explaining something like
you know
deep
exactly
thought,
what you're on.
And I'm thinking of what I'm like trying to say. Yeah. I'm thinking as the word, I can almost visualize the words coming out.
Right.
And then I get so caught up on that fact.
Yeah.
I just go silent. And I'll be staring at my boss in the eyes, not saying anything.
Yeah.
And then I'll snap back into it and start talking again.
Yeah.
You can put that in because I just kind of saved it. But that happens. That's not going to be the first. That's the first time. It's not going to be the last.
I'm going to give like some behind the scenes. Like, obviously we're new to this whole thing.
Yeah.
But we talk for an hour all the time. But it's like, if we talk to each other like how we talk to each other normally, there would be a cut all the time because of just nonsense that we spew. This doesn't make any sense, but it's really funny.
It's garbage.
Yeah. But I think this is honing our skills because each episode I'm editing less because the whole goal, at least in my brain, I just have this content brain, is we hit one clean cut, no take. Like, you know what I mean? That is the dream.
Yeah.
People that say like podcasting is hard, I don't think it's hard at all. But like people, the one thing, like anyone can do it. It's really just like people bring up the yes and thing a lot. Mm-hmm. This is very meta, by the way. We're talking about how to make a podcast in a podcast. But it's like people will be like, oh yeah, and blah, 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 blah. Some people can't do that. They really can't do that. They'll be stuck on what you're saying and they'll talk about the same thing for an hour.
Yeah.
Which is like, I do that with like a conversation with someone when there's not a camera and a microphone in front of me. But I don't know. Dude. It just depends.
It's like such a weird phenomenon that happens in my brain.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm talking, but these words don't mean anything.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what am I saying? And then I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
And then I just go silent.
Yeah, you just go mute.
It happens all the time.
Speaking about scrambling your brain into a million pieces and not knowing what you're about to say, happy 420.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, it was 420 today. Right now, as we're speaking, people it's like, I love podcasts. You like his podcast? You having a good day?
What are you saying, bro?
No, but for real, 420, good day. It's also, I'm sorry.
What? What, bro?
On a real note, today is record store. It's so dumb. Okay, stop. You're gonna make me do the thing where you forget.
I'm not high, bro. You're high.
It's record store day. Mason had to work.
Yeah.
But if you guys don't know what record store day is, it kind of makes sense when I say it out loud. But it basically is just like a bunch of artists will drop like exclusive records that you can only get in a record store. And all the homies went out real nice and early this morning, and I waited in a line for 4 hours, a pretty long time. Michaela the goat, she was waiting outside, just waiting with me the whole time, but she was in her car. And I just, was chilling in line for 4 hours for the chance to be able to get a record. And in that time, I got it, by the way. Star Shopping by Lil Peep. It's literally a single. I waited 4 hours in line for a 2-minute song.
So I'm not super deep into Lil Peep stuff. Is it like a new single unreleased?
No, it's a very like old school dude, yeah. Come talking to the mic for this one.
Okay, besties, let me give you the lore. So, it's like one of the first songs that ever blew up and hit like the most amount of streams ever. That was like the song that took off basically. And they came out with this record and it's itty bitty. Like it's literally this
7-inch vinyl.
7-inch vinyl.
Teeny. But it has the one song on there on the one side, and then you flip it, and it has 2 live tracks of him singing it in Belgium. And
I can't remember the other place, but just side concerts.
But they only released 2,500 copies.
Ooh.
Like in all of it. And then our record store down the street only was able to get 6.
6.
So he waited in line for 4 hours, and he was the last guy. He grabbed the last one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, a slay.
Thank you. You're
welcome.
Michaela guest appearance. But yeah, I was the last person to grab it off the shelf. And it was just one of those little mind-boggling things that I really kind of thought about for a second. That is a record, right? Been around for a while. Press and wax. It's an old school thing at this point, right? It's kind of had its own little coming back. But I found it so fascinating that I spent 4 hours of my life waiting in a line to get what is essentially free on my phone. Yeah. And I could listen to all the time. What is this thing that we enjoy about putting a vinyl down, going out and rebuying it? You know what I mean? And listening to it on a record player hooked up to speakers.
Well, I think just like waiting outside in general, the excitement.
Right.
Like it's like an event. Like you're experiencing something. Like the whole experience to get that physical item is part of it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes it valuable. That's what makes it cool, fun.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people say, like, printing and stuff like that, like artwork.
Yeah, the artwork of it's really cool too.
Well, no, like printing artwork is going to be dead because it's going to go to digital art. And it's kind of like the AI thing we brought up a couple episodes ago.
Right.
The old school way of doing things is always going to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few parts of that made me wait 4 hours, right? Because that's pretty wild. But you're in a line with a bunch of other people. Yeah. Number one, like you were saying, excitement. I had no clue if I was going to get it.
Yeah.
I had at least 50 people, probably more than 50 plus in front of me for 6 copies. There's not a chance that 6 people, like, I mean, logistically in my head, there's 6 people ahead of me that want that record. Mm-hmm. It's as easy as that. You can only take one. So one of them can't just come in and buy all 6. But like, I'm breaking down the odds in my head and I'm like talking, blah, blah, blah. And the guy, it's like a game, dude. The guy who works all the line and is like telling people things, he's going to each individual person and asking them, what is it that you want today? What is it that you're gunning for? You tell him, and he goes, this many people ahead of you said they wanted it. He's doing this all in his head. He's writing it down in his head.
Ugh.
And I'm here, dude, this guy is the dealer of heartbreak. Because you'll see a girl go, oh, well, I want the Olivia Rodrigo. And he goes, I would just go to another store. Like,
yikes.
He's just honest, bro. And he got to me and he was like, what do you want? What are you looking for? I'm like, I want that Star Shop and I want that single. He's like, okay. Not a single person in front of you has said they wanted it. I'm like, okay. Obviously, that does not mean that no one's going to get it.
Someone's going to come across
what
it. What
ends up happening is someone goes, I know what that is. And then they grab it.
Yeah.
It's not like they're looking for it. It's just like it's not their main thing. Great. So he looks at me in my eyes, dude, and he goes, there's 6 copies.
Oh.
I'm like, how many in the run? He's like, 2,500. And he's like, realistically, if you don't get it right here, there's nowhere else you can go in this state that you can get it. They're going to be gone. I'm like, because with the other ones, at least with like Olivia Rodrigo, they gave him to like bigger record stores downtown and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, and then those people might have a chance. It was like me. It was like, I don't leave this line and I hope I get it. So the way they have it set up in the store is like they had all the things all like displayed. You can go down the normal aisles, but like there's the one golden aisle where it's record day.
Yeah.
And those are specifically exclusive for today. And I go to the door and I'm just scanning and I just don't see anything, dude.
Oh.
And right at the top, like it was just like floating in front of me. At the top of where the sign says record deal day, it's on it. It's on the sign. And I'm like, it's the display. So I'm like, okay, so that means that there's more behind it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I see that 2 people in front of me. They have this thing where 10 people are in the store. And as a person leaves, they can put a person in. So if there's groups, they have to wait for that group amount to leave before the group amount goes in. They let in, got 10 again. I'm just the first person in. Dude at the door. So what are you looking for? And I'm like, right there. I want that. He goes, oh, yeah, I don't really know how many are left behind it, but yeah, it's good to know that one's there. And I'm like seeing them all scan, and I'm seeing people take 7-inch vinyls back there, and I just can't tell what they are. And I'm just like, yeah, that's the one I want right there. He goes, oh, okay, well, yeah, there's all the other ones up and down, and is there anything else you're looking for? And I look at him in his eyes, I'm like, dude, that is why I am here. I'm grabbing that, and I'm leaving. So he broke the rule. He let me in. 11 people just so I could grab it, and I immediately checked out.
That was the last one too, huh?
So I'm saying that, and I'm not just saying that because it was the last one on display. All of the 7 inches are right behind that. Checked all of them. Nothing. That was the last one. They put it up there to get rid of it because it got hidden behind people shuffling, and it was one of the record day.
That's scary,
dude. The 4 hours could have been taken by one person, and they're like, "This is cool."
Yeah,
it was $15.
Yeah, that's
schmeckles to people in there dropping hundreds of dollars on wax, bro.
That's pretty like cheap for a vinyl.
Yeah, for 3 songs basically. So like I grabbed it and I was like, that's insane. Go up to the lady and she goes, last one. Dude, and I in my brain, there's this part of me that's like, do I walk along the sidewalk where everybody's waiting to get things and hold it? I was like, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. I walked out like towards the street because I just couldn't stop smiling. My tongue was out. That feeling was like so great. Like it's like copping a box logo, dude. Like when you land your first box logo, it's like no one's business.
That's cool and all.
Yeah.
But Stanley Cups?
We're on Stanley Cup talk?
Yeah. People are doing the exact same thing to get a fucking cup.
This is a $200 cup.
You have it? You fucking have it? It was...
That's the cup. Is this the cup?
People waited hours. They camped outside Target because isn't it like a...
This is the Starbucks one. This is the Starbucks one.
McKaylee's...
It's probably the same. It's probably the same.
Oh, the pink one.
It's the pink one. Because it was a
Sorry.
Target.
Thank you,
It was
McKaylee.
a Starbucks exclusive.
Starbucks exclusive.
Okay.
And we didn't
Dude.
get it.
That's actually crazy. Okay. So there's this bug in people.
Yeah.
There's this bug that lives like there's like, okay, I kind of want it. And then there's like the I absolutely need this.
I can't leave without this.
Yeah.
Everybody else
And
wants it, and you want it.
So it's that is a crazy imbalance because they just don't mass produce them. Like, and if they do, they're never catching up.
Yeah, I see something that you waited for. In my opinion, that's cool and worth it.
Yeah.
That's a fucking cup.
Yeah. It's
Like,
wait, I see what you're saying now. Like
what what gives something? I guess for those cups, a lot of people are looking to just resell.
Right. So Stanley's have made it to StockX.
That's
which
crazy.
really kind of it explains it all. Like that, it's made it there.
I don't like StockX.
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories where people have. It's just because it's on the website and you're getting like the it's verified tag or whatever, but that they're just overpricing them. They're
overpricing.
They've almost hyped the little badge that they put on them.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't think having that badge on there gives them like this extra bit of like they can almost have them pay more for it?
Well, I've heard horror stories where the product is fake.
True.
Or
which is crazy. That's like their whole thing.
I've seen photos where people will get their shoes, take a closer look. They've got creases.
They've been worn?
Yeah.
Bro, what are we doing? I thought they were really cracked. No? At verifying and like making sure they're new?
Dude, I don't at the end of the day it's some kid like
True.
checking and then shipping it off.
Right.
But I've known people that have what's called undead stocked. I've known people that have undead stocked an item or worn it and sent it and got paid out.
And to clarify, StockX does not have a used shoe. Okay. It's
I think they do. But
where they were buying it off, it was being sold as new.
Yeah, dead stock, which means has never been unwrapped.
Yeah, right.
Tags never been taken off, never been worn. This is from store.
Yeah.
To reseller to StockX. And then there's so many people along that chain. Yeah. It just gets so expensive because everyone needs their cut. And that's why StockX is extra expensive.
Yeah. It's like middleman.
Yeah.
It just makes it really expensive.
I bought a bag off StockX. I bought my little Supreme.
Wasn't that Goat?
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Is Goat.
Goat is...
Is Goat kind of the same program where it's verified?
I don't know. I've never used it, but from what I understand, it's kind of like person to person.
Well, I know that like eBay has this new thing. Like when we went to SneakerCon, they were kind of like promoting it.
Yeah.
Where it is basically this StockX idea of you can get your shoe eBay verified. So they have a like group of like sneakerheads that can understand if a shoe is fake or not. And if it's new or if it's been worn, whatever. I mean, anyone can really tell if it's been worn, but they basically give it like a eBay badge, sort of like StockX does, except it's cheaper because I don't know, it's probably all in one place, but
yeah, I've heard good things about eBay, but I've never used it. I've only used StockX to sell things that
Yeah.
I couldn't sell on KSL. I feel like
So I'm actually curious
KSL
about this.
I don't know.
So
KSL is like Craigslist or
yeah, it's Craigslist for Utah. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it in a little bit in the first one, but you've sold on StockX before.
yes.
Sold, shipped it out, everything.
Yeah.
I've never done it, but everybody has this copium when buying hypebeast stuff where it's like, oh, I can just resell it. Yeah. So what did you get from the things you sold? Did you profit?
So I've only sold 2 things. The first thing was a Supreme shirt.
Yeah.
I got the shirt and just decided I was probably not going to wear it.
Right.
So it'd be best if I just got rid of it.
Right.
And like I said, KSL, Craigslist, whatever. I wasn't going to find a buyer for a random Supreme shirt.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to go to StockX. And it was like one of the hyped shirts that
so
dropped.
it was like, okay, it wasn't just
But,
like a
dude,
random.
they also take such a big cut that like the money I made, I made back what I spent exactly. I didn't make any money.
They almost do that on purpose.
Yeah.
They probably know based off of what you spent, shipping, whatever.
And then I also got a Supreme North Face bag.
Mm.
And just was like, at the time, I was like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
And it just sat in my drawer. So I sold it, made $16.
So it's fair to say that reselling Supreme probably isn't the vibe anymore. Unless it's a box logo or something.
I don't think it's super profitable. Also, like, my personal rule is, like, I'm not going to buy something if I'm not going to wear it.
Yeah.
I'm also not going to, like, keep something.
Yeah.
You just did it again.
What? It went out your head?
Yeah.
I just thought of something and
you looked over there.
So this is actually pretty foul. I just have to bring it up.
What?
With your fanny pack on, your shirt kind of looks like Let's Go Brandon. So we kind of have to point this out. Subtle plug. Let's go on a joyride. Banger.
Let's Go Brandon.
Yeah, not Let's Go Brandon. So funny.
Okay.
Okay, back to it.
Back to it. Fuck resellers.
We don't like them. No.
If I don't get something on drop day,
you're not getting it.
I'm not going.
It's gone.
Like, we're talking sneakers, anything.
Yeah.
Shirts, shoes.
Yeah.
That's back to records.
Yeah.
Sean.
So my brother, he went to a separate. Yeah, we're gonna circle back. He went to a different shop downtown. And they had a little bit of a different way of doing things. They give you a list and you circle what you want. And then they'll like be able to... I don't know how it worked. He just kind of gave me the rundown a little bit. And basically, the people in front of them bought the last one they wanted. For my buddy, his buddy, whatever.
Is the Daft Punk.
Is the Daft Punk.
Interstellar, something about us.
Yeah. And... my brother immediately, I mean, after waiting that long and thinking it's basically yours, wanted it super bad. He paid 3 times the price for it.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame him because it's like you waited all that time for it. I don't know if I would have done that for the Peep. I probably would have been like, man, went and bought something to support, record day. But
I would imagine it was like, what, $30-ish?
What?
For the vinyl he was going for?
Yeah, wasn't that much.
And then it's 90. For someone that doesn't even want it.
Yeah.
They just want a
do
paycheck.
it. They just want a paycheck.
And
there's something foul about it because it's almost like shitting on the people at the record store. They could have sold it for that much, but it's just like they got as much as they can. I can guarantee you they're getting as much stock as they're allowed.
Yeah, because that's gonna make them money.
It's gonna make them money because they don't care about it selling out.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be able to sell as many as they can.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like he bought it, and I don't blame him. I really don't blame him.
Here's a weird take on resellers, though.
Mm-hmm.
Just popped into my head.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck resellers.
True.
But
Ooh.
If we had resellers,
true.
I would be like,
being on the other half of it is crazy. I would rather have our stuff being resold for more as like sort of a boost in that like we're making.
It would just
cool
boost
shit.
my own confidence. Be like, oh, this is cool enough. Enough people wanted it.
Right.
And there's even more people that
Our
wanted it.
Our first resell was a $10 tee selling for $10.
Yeah. And it was like this guy like needed gas money to get home from an event or something.
And that's cool. You know, that's our first one, but it is cool. Like from an outside perspective, very cool that someone's doing that. I don't care that we don't make any money off that.
Yeah.
Because it's just the reason that someone wants it enough to pay more.
Also, our community is so small right now, and like just seeing something like that is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well, it's time to start a new topic.
Wait.
Do you have something?
Yeah, I can roll off this.
Dude, roll off this.
Go out there, support your local record store.
True.
Even though it won't be record store day, you can still go.
True. Smoke weed too, 420.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
did I fuck you up? Oh, I'm sorry.
Another thing.
Okay.
100 Gex record. Did you see it?
No.
It's in the shape of a weed leaf.
Shut up. Oh wait, does that work?
I don't know. Put a picture on screen.
Okay.
It is a weed leaf. I don't know if it's like the part that plays the sound. I don't know if it's 12 inches or 7 inches. I don't know how big it is.
And then it gets bigger maybe?
Because it has weed leaves. It's in the shape of a weed leaf and it spins. I don't know how it works. I wanted to see it in person, but
so I don't know what it looks like. Like I said, I'll put on screen. It probably is a smaller, like where it's denser. Mm-hmm. It has songs, but then on the outside.
Yeah, but
that's my guess.
If the part with the grooves, if that part is a 12-inch vinyl, it was a 12-inch vinyl. Oh. So if the part with the music is 12 inches, the leaves, it won't be able to spin.
Oh, it will just hit shit. It'll just cause havoc.
Yeah.
Okay. 100 Gex seems like the type of people to make an unplayable vinyl record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they really would. All right, Michaela might have the answer for us here.
There's a circle in it. It's a little guy.
Little guy with big leaves.
With big leaves that come off of it.
Let me get a look at this.
It's not wild.
But it's white, so it looks like it's not.
But yeah.
Oh, the background. So the actual part of it is white. So it doesn't look like it's there in the picture. So the center is white. It's pretty unique.
Yeah, but it still has the leaves protruding.
Right, but I think the white part is a 7-inch. The leaves go
but
to
it says 10-inch.
I think that's just the leaf size.
It is cool.
It is cool. But this is actually a good topic. Have you seen the blood-filled one? Who did that? Look that up. Some band, I can't remember what band, they made it wasn't blood. It was tears. It was real tears.
Yeah.
You'll have to tear-filled vinyl.
Wait, it's in our Discord.
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue?
It has blood in it.
So Motley Crue has one filled with blood.
It's going for $700 on eBay.
It's gas. What kind of blood? Do you know? Mm-mm. It's just blood from something. Or is it not real? Is it just like red?
I thought it was real blood.
It seems like a hazard. No? If you're
Fallout Boy.
Okay, Fallout Boy has a vinyl infused with real tears.
Oh yeah.
Saline solution.
That gets that makes the boys go hell yeah. It makes you think again what people try to do to be unique. We're coming full circle.
Yeah.
Someone sat down in a room, maybe they're like promoters, and they said, we need to come up with something crazy. Yeah. Motley Crue said, let's fill one with blood.
I like the creativity that people are getting into with the vinyls because it's making a cool art piece that also plays music.
Right.
With the needle. How does that work?
I know. I still think about it a lot. You can still hear it if the speakers are off. The needle makes the sound even when it's crazy.
My record store day.
Yeah.
I worked.
Yeah, you did work.
Didn't do anything.
That's it, right?
Well, I did go to Target.
Oh. What happened at Target?
I thought about looking at the records while I was there. And then I was like, wait. I can't do that.
You're supporting. You went record store day. Gonna go support Target.
Yeah. So I was like, record store day. Let's go get a record. Yeah. Wait, I'm at Target.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around and leave.
Yeah, that is really funny.
Then I just left with dog food.
Dude, imagine you went and bought like $60 and it just goes to a big corporation.
Dude.
The exact opposite of what record store day was for.
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, go support your local record store.
Yeah, go support all your local. They're doing cool stuff. If you're not into it already, it's very addicting. It's so fun, like collecting like old record, like because everybody has an album, multiple, but a main album that you go back to, it's just old.
And there's albums that bring back memories of a certain time.
People, this is a hot take. People are so obsessed with building playlists. I am an album whore. I love listening to an album top to bottom. I don't skip for singles. I don't pick my favorites and put them away into a separate thing. I don't even use Spotify, and I think it's specifically because I don't make playlists. And like that's what it's kind of known for, is making these cool playlists. I use YouTube. I go to the album and I just hit play. Top to bottom.
Yeah. My girlfriend used to live an hour and a half away. Mm-hmm. Albums are usually around that time.
And you were just cranking them out.
Yeah. So I would get in my car, be like, what album were you going to listen to?
Yeah.
And it's really interesting just to like deep dive like that. Because it makes, I don't know, you see how the songs fit together.
Yeah. It's so good. People build them specifically for that way. Pierre Bourne, great example, where he literally will mix each song. You have to, like, to get the full experience, you have to listen to it top to bottom in order that it's meant to be. They mix together.
Does he have, like, the fade in, fade out?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I know you do it. I don't know if everyone does this, but recently I went on vacation. I say recently, a couple years back. Went on a vacation to Washington to one of my homies, and he showed me about the crossfader feature on Spotify.
That's like
7 seconds is a good one, but what we would do is we would act like we were DJing and mixing in the songs. There is playlists on Spotify, and if you're watching this, you probably know about this. You've seen all the videos, but there is playlists on Spotify. It's specifically designed for perfectly fading in each song, and it's like, I remember me and McKaylee, we did it for a while. We would just skip to the end of the song just to hear the transition.
Yeah.
There's something so awesome about, like, you love it so much you're crying.
Allergies.
We would literally watch as it would just fade in and be like, no way. How'd they do that? It's crazy.
There's some crazy ones on TikTok that I've seen.
People do it like, I don't know. They find it out how to make it so well, but there's something about that. The human brain just enjoys when they are perfectly.
And that's what's fun about like DJing with friends too.
Oh yeah, that's another hobby that like people don't know that we are kind of into. We don't do it this much anymore, but every once in a while we'll break out the decks. I bought this massive Bluetooth speaker specifically to bring up into the mountains so we could do DJ sets without anyone leaving.
I love that
thing. So fun.
What's your guys' biggest like pet peeve in the world? Like weirdest hot take pet peeve?
I got one.
You have a pet peeve?
I wouldn't say it's a pet peeve.
I don't have any. Like, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around.
You're just like,
okay, ick.
Yeah. Go.
I'll add that to my ick list. Wait, side note, have you seen like those videos of like a girl will be like, this is an ick, and then it goes to this guy, it cuts to this guy, and he has like a list of like 1,000 things, and he's
breathe too loud.
Don't breathe through your mouth.
Dude, girls have lists of like the perfect man they want.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a bad or a good thing? Like, is it good that they're trying to find what they really want, or is that like you're a little toxic that you're trying to find something that is going to be really hard?
It's good to know your worth.
Yeah, maybe it is a worth thing. Yeah. I'm not going to push it too hard, bro. But, I've done shit like that before.
One of my icks, you know those little images that they're like plasticky.
Oh, and if you turn it, oh my God.
The ones that like, just thinking about it, my toes are curled in my shoes right now.
So you're talking about the little 3D pictures that you can move back and forth, and it's usually like a cat moving in and out or whatever.
It's like a plasticky texture.
But if you put your nails on it, and it's like a fork on a plate.
I went into Ross with Mason, and I was like, "Ooh, one of those pictures," and I started going. And he was like, stop it, stop. And he's freaking out. He's losing his mind. His ears are covered.
You can't even hear it.
He literally was like, stop, like freaking out. And I thought it was so funny. I didn't realize it was like that big of a deal.
It like
triggers
nothing on this planet does something quite like those.
Dude,
Does something to me.
I said it as a joke. I really don't think I have any pet peeves.
What?
Like, I don't know. I'm like,
Icks.
I'm being dumb. I just can't think, and I'm just saying that I don't. I think that's what's happening here. I just can't think of one. Like, it's either I have so many or I just don't care enough.
What's something that just really just
Like, just grinds my gears.
yeah, like you want
people going 80 in the slow lane.
Okay, yeah.
Right? But that's just a dumb one. Like something on a personal level that if I watched them do it, it would really like put me off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like that with leg bouncing.
I've probably been bouncing my leg.
No, but it's like specifically if it's like bouncing the room.
It's probably people who say unironically.
I've never heard anyone ever say unironically.
I've met a few people in my life that have said unironically, and I'm sorry if that's you. I'm not saying you're an awful person. I just don't think I could spend time around you. Like actually, like oh yeah, no, like in it's almost like it's like that. It's real, almost like cartoonish It's true. Like that kind of bothers me. Mm-hmm. But it's also like you're not a bad person because of that.
Yeah.
Like what's something you can tell by some like what's a thing, you know? I think I'm a living ick. I don't know why McKaylee's here. I chew out loud. I bounce my leg. I'm just a goblin.
It does a lot of things.
It does a lot of things, and it's almost like, do the icks really matter? At the end of the day, everybody's gonna get theirs, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like I see this comes back to me thinking I really don't think I have icks because an ick for me is like I can't be around. Oh, if you're like I found it.
The switch.
If you're a chronic puker, like you live every single day and you're just throwing up all the time.
That's not their fault.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel bad.
Well, I guess neither is like
someone who it's not like they're bulimic and they're making self throws up. That's a different story. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone who will like eat something and as a joke throw up. That is my biggest ick. I think my biggest ick is just throwing up. I hate it.
Are you a chain thrower upper?
What does that mean?
You see someone?
Oh, sympathy puker. I'm not. It just grosses me out. I just feel bad. And if I'm near McKaylee, my anxiety is higher. Because now I'm focused about her and now she's going to freak out and probably do it too. And it's like a chain reaction. Yeah. It's like that scene from Stand By Me.
I have a friend. His thing is burps.
Burps. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I did it. I did it with him. I know. I love that we're not putting him on the spot, but I did it near him, and he reacted like I threw up.
Yeah. He'll start gagging.
He
gets a whiff, which is such a weird. I feel like I don't smell burps.
I don't smell burps. I really don't smell burps, and if I do, I'm not like. No, it's like, okay.
When I'm with him. You know what ghosting is when you're smoking? It's like you push it out,
right? And
you suck it back in, and it goes.
Yeah.
So when I'm with him, I have to do that with my burps.
You ghost your burps.
So he doesn't smell it, and he does the same thing because he thinks it's gross coming from him too.
Why don't you just burp in your mouth?
So it's the when it comes out the nose.
I'm so glad I can't burp.
When you drink soda.
Oh yeah, McKaylee can't burp.
I forget about that. Yeah.
The other day, Hunter said, "Oh, do you ever burp and it burns your nose?"
Yeah, no, dude. Like.
And then I just stared at him.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever had that though, for real? When you drink soda too fast.
Yeah, and it's like,
and it comes out your nose. You're like, ugh. It almost makes you. It's like visceral.
I want to be able to so bad.
It's really nice.
I have witnessed a McKaylee burp 1 or 2 times.
I've been here for a genuine one too, like a very real burp.
And
it's a celebration.
Yeah, it really is. It's either McKaylee's about to vomit or like we're having a good rest of our day because McKaylee gets all the carbonation out of her body.
And now my tummy doesn't hurt anymore.
Do you even know? Like, do you know someone that can't smell?
Yeah, we know the same.
Yeah, we know the same person that can't smell. Oh yeah, I'm colorblind. I forget to say that a lot.
Yeah, I forget too.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'll be designing something and I'll be like, Hunter, how do these colors look? Like,
yeah,
this is a sick colorway.
I'm like, that's tight. Like, you know that? Do you guys have that thing where, if it's like red or if it's blue with a red background, it almost looks like it's bouncing?
I know there's like
or like
optical,
vice versa.
There's optical illusions like that where it looks like things are vibrating, but
yeah,
they're just...
but no, it's like a still image and it's like red background with a blue dot. It looks like the ball is moving.
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal.
Okay, so when I look at it, it like freaks me out. Like genuinely gives me a headache.
It's an ick.
It's an colors are my ick. That's why I don't see them. No, it's I don't know. It probably is an optical illusion, but I would love to see colors, but at the end of the day, it doesn't, you know. One of my most viral videos in the world is McKaylee posting a video of me wearing the colorblind glasses, which is a great transition. People think they're fake, and they do not work. And there was a massive expose on YouTube about how they don't work.
Yeah, so what is your experience with those glasses? Because what you've told me is like, it just kind of makes things...
It makes them brighter.
Yeah.
It makes the color brighter. So for me, my reds almost look brown. They're very dull. They're very like darkish. You know what I mean? And kind of the same thing goes with green. Green kind of sets more into like how you guys would see red from, you know, like studies and stuff like that.
You guys have seen the TikTok like dog scene filter?
Yeah.
That's how hunters see.
Yeah. And everybody thinks dogs see black and white. It's not true. It's not true.
It's mostly yellow.
It's like toned down.
Right. So it's kind of, I guess you could say I got that dog in me, I guess is what I'm kind of saying. Thank you. And I don't know, like I've been able to like see a good wide range of colors. It's in the reds and greens and the purples and blues. It's kind of messed up. They fuse into these big blobs. If you got the hue color, they would really start to look the same in these weird chunks. Yeah. So it just really depends on the color, but red is one of the craziest things I've ever seen through those glasses in particular.
Yeah.
Which it fucks with me when like someone says that. It's like, well, then am I really colorblind? Like when they're like, it doesn't work. I don't know if the guy was colorblind, but I would imagine he is if he made that video, to be fair. I wouldn't be making it if it wasn't. But I saw a difference. I could see the color red. Like I could tell the difference. It's not, I don't know if I could say I could tell that like this is red. I could tell the difference between red and green.
So another question people probably have, if you have these glasses, why don't you wear them every day, all the time?
Yeah, it's just a nuisance. I don't think it's really that worth it. Like, I don't really want to wear... First of all, they were kind of ugly. They're like cop glasses. Aviators. Not my style. I think even if I had glasses that would fit my style, they're just like... eh.
And they've got like the red tint, so it's like...
It's like wearing sunglasses all the time.
Like, what's this guy doing?
Yeah, it's like this weirdo.
Didn't it give you a headache after
It did. It bothered me a lot. I think it... But if I... Like I said, if I wore it all the time, I'd get used to it. But
yeah. I'm actually supposed to wear glasses. I don't.
Like when you drive and stuff, right? Or just all the time?
When I got my driver's license, you know how you put your head up to the thing?
Yeah.
And the little light flicks on?
Right.
I closed my bad eye.
Me too.
And I passed the eye test with just one eye.
Yep, same.
So my license says I don't need glasses.
You closed your eye?
Like this.
Can you do that?
No, you shouldn't.
Okay, but also, to be fair, those things are fucked.
Yeah.
Because you can't, like, I can't see that close up. Like, I literally only have to close one of my eyes. But I'm the same way when I'm writing. If I'm writing something down, I have to close one eye to see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The doctor actually prescribed me an eye patch.
Is this real?
Yes. I went to an eye doctor. He's like, yeah, I suggest you wear an eye patch for a couple hours a day to strengthen your right eye. Because I'm left-eyed, so I have to shoot guns. I have to, like, bow and arrow, whatever it is.
I just learned this about you.
Everything.
On the pod. You literally said save this shit for the pod since day one.
Yeah. Everything that includes, like, looking through a sight or a scope. Yeah. I have to do left-handed because I'm left-eyed. My right eye is awful. So the doctor, when I went, he's like, yeah, this eye is super underdeveloped. So what I want you to do is put an eye patch on your good eye and only see with your bad eye for like an extended period of time.
Did you do that?
I did
I'm
for a
like
little bit.
doing this now
Yeah.
to check.
One of my eyes is 20/20, the other one isn't.
Yeah, my right
Isn't
eye.
like 20/30 worse? Isn't that how that works?
I don't know.
I don't know the numbers. I just thought like the lower it got, the worse it got. But I thought,
It's negatives.
yeah, really?
Well,
I can't remember.
I
I
don't know.
actually have no idea.
I have no idea. I don't want to spew shit like the Victorian child again.
They came after us.
They came after us.
But we can talk about that in a sec.
Yeah.
But
Our first
like
angry
for
comment.
contacts and stuff,
Mhm.
I only need one contact. My glasses. This one.
One of them's a clear lens.
This one has no prescription. This one's right.
Yeah.
So why is that?
Because this eye's fine. This eye's
So you would
Messed
have to
up.
wear contacts? Couldn't you just not wear one, or?
No, he just wears one.
I wear one
Oh,
contact.
okay.
I don't have
I'm
two.
dumb. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting.
I might, dude. I've thought about. I just can't commit to a pair of glasses that long
Also,
because like I'm always changing my style and that.
It's hard.
it'd be weird. I've known you for too long. It would
Yeah.
be weird. I know people to go through this too with like their friends will like pull out a pair of glasses one day and be like, I have to wear these. I have homies that wear glasses.
I should get some colored contacts, and since I only wear one,
Yeah.
You have heterochromia.
yeah,
Heterochromia.
Have you seen
heterochromia.
Have you seen the dogs that need glasses?
Oh, they're so cute. And like the little babies.
Yes.
Throw up a picture. I want to see that.
Yeah. It's good. It's good times. Like there's something so happy about like a dog seeing for the first time. It's like the same thing with like kids seeing. Are you gonna
That's cute.
cry?
Dude, when they put the little glasses on the babies that have the strap.
Yeah.
Dude. When
And
kids
you can see their
Oh.
face light up.
when kids can like hear for the first time and they hear their mom talk.
Oh,
Oh, and they. Oh my god.
Oh.
you just want to melt.
Hunter, you're in one of those people seeing color for the first time compilations.
I know, yeah.
That has,
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Millions of views. Yeah, they ripped it from my fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
No cred.
Yeah, get a check or
What
something.
the hell? Post on YouTube.
But
there's
dude,
millions of views.
That video went viral and it makes me kind of want to talk about this because I've never really talked about it. I went pretty viral once.
You've been
A couple
viral
times.
I was in a Jenna Marbles video. Not any Jenna Marbles video. One of her most viewed Jenna Marbles
Really?
videos. Yes.
I didn't know it was one of her most viewed.
It's her sitting there talking about what her favorite TikToks are. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool, right?
Tap in.
I tapped in and like I watched Jenna Marbles religiously before she took a break off the internet. That's a whole different discussion, but she used to make these videos where she would react to TikToks, and it was like the beginning of like the big reacting phase with TikToks in specific. And I pull up a video, I'm watching it, and I see a frame. I'll never forget this frame. And I should describe the video that it was. It's a TikTok of me and all of my friends at the time. We were in banana costumes, and one of my buddies was a gorilla. We filled the bathroom with as many people as we could in banana costumes, and then like up just above our heads there's a gorilla, and he starts going and then we all scream, right? Just a dumb video we made for Halloween. It blew up that night, did pretty well. I think it has like 148,000 likes, which is not a whole lot for TikTok at the time at least. And come a week or two later, I'm watching Jenna Marbles and I see my floor. I see Jenna Marbles looking at my floor with her boyfriend. I'm like, there's no way. Or husband now. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I cannot. This can't be right. I paused it on the floor because I heard inklings because people were texting me about it. So I kind of had an idea. And I was like, this is really happening. And it pans up, her reacting to all of this. And then her husband being like, oh, I just can't believe they got that many people in the bathroom. And I was like, this is really happening. And there's this weird thing that happens to people when they kind of like have that happen to them, where it's like, I made it almost. Where I thought I was going to be able to do something with that.
Yeah.
It's just like It's just you looking at you. And there's something crazy about a celebrity looking at you on a screen and like reacting to you.
Yeah.
It's a very strange feeling. I grew up watching Jenna Marbles, and she watched that clip of me and my friends. And the best part, it wasn't even on my account. It got reposted by @memes. That's who she saved it. @memes on TikTok stole my video, and Jenna Marbles reacted to it.
Dang.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I remember. I think I followed @memes.
Yeah,
and I saw the video.
It was like Barney,
and we weren't friends at the time.
It got more views because it's a bigger platform, and that was the day that I had a video stolen from me that became a meme. Basically, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
I don't know. This is kind of a good thing to probably end it off with because we'll probably talk about it for a second, but. The era of TikTok is very strange, where you could film 2 pancakes falling off of an automatic pancake roller in a hotel room, and it'll blow up on TikTok.
Yeah.
If you're curious why I brought up such a specific, reasoning, it's because that's what happened to McKaylee. We were just on vacation. She thought the little machine that makes the pancakes and it rolls them off onto the plate for you was really funny. So she recorded it, uploaded it on TikTok, and it blew up. And it makes you really think, what do I have to do?
Yeah.
When people go out there and they film something and they're like trying their hardest, the pancakes are going to win every time.
Yeah.
There's this sweet spot in social media these days that you have to follow, where it's like not too edgy, can't break out the edge bubble, but can't be too lame, can't be cringe. It's got to be that perfect amount of funny, perfect length.
Yeah.
Like quick. There's almost like a recipe, but with that recipe, you still have to put your own stuff into it.
Yeah, but TikTok might be banned.
Yeah.
You think it will be?
I think if TikTok gets banned, it's going to get replaced immediately.
Yeah.
I don't think, it might suck that they're going to lose all of their followers or whatever, but, if you're big enough, your audience is going to follow you.
Yeah.
Personally. And is it going to be the end of the world? No, it's not. But I also don't think it's going anywhere.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
I don't think TikTok would ever.
It's too big of a platform, but happened to Vine.
It happened to Vine. Vine got bought out.
Dude, I had some fire Vines.
I never downloaded Vine.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild? I was a Instagram kid my whole life.
I had it on my iPod.
No way.
Yeah, we were making vines of us being a snake around the house because you could cut them up.
Yeah,
I was just slithering through the house.
Or the people you'd jump and cut it.
Yes, I did that.
Dude, and you would fly around. It's crazy how vines have an energy to them. Uh-huh. You can tell when something is a vine and when something was made a week ago.
Yeah.
It's not the camera quality. It's not the audio. It could be a little bit of the audio. It's there's this energy where you're like, this is a vine. I can tell.
I was in 8th grade when I was making a lot of vines.
Really?
And dude, we were funny back then. We'd make some funny skits.
You think you're as funny as you were back then?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You think you're funnier than you were back then?
I think I'm funnier, but I don't know. I feel like
it's just nostalgia, dude.
Yeah.
It's just nostalgia.
Yeah. I would watch those videos and probably cringe.
Yeah.
But
that's a good thing. That means you changed.
I think it was so fun to just get out there and make videos with my homies. And,
Mm-hmm. And now it's
and now they're all wiped from the internet.
Yeah.
I've done the Vine thing where you look up your username
to see if it
they're all
keeps
gone.
them. I think you have to proactively save them as it was going down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vine birthed some crazy, crazy people.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites, like I was talking about earlier, Drew Gooden, he's the GOAT. Great. Danny Gonzalez. That whole group, Cody Co. That whole group came from Vine. Great. They also birthed the Paul brothers.
Dude, wait. We keep having full circle moments. Logan doing the seeing color for the first time.
Yeah.
I think that was fake.
You really don't believe it?
I don't believe his video.
Do you think that he just wasn't colorblind in the first place?
I think he probably has regular color blindness, but he has that damn bird.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of videos on this. We won't go too deep, but he's like, my bird is multicolored.
Oh, dude.
It's like, bro, it's your logo.
He's
Like,
just,
come on.
He's just doing that for the bit.
Yeah.
Like, I think I agree
but that's
with you
also
there.
probably why your video loses validity.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
That video was so large at the time.
Mhm.
They were just in general very large and still kind of are very big. So I don't know. It definitely kind of turned the tides. That's for sure. Man, that career is crazy, huh? With the Pauls, Vine to YouTube, and now like boxing, MMA, company, big.
One of the biggest beverage companies.
Say
right
what
now.
you want about them. Like you can hate them. That is impressive. What they turned from basically nothing.
Dude.
That's a great blueprint. What they've done.
Just like the sheer amount of people that know about them.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it doesn't matter if you love them or hate them. They're in your head.
I have cousins. They're like super young.
Yeah.
And they see Prime at the grocery store and they freak out.
They freak out like it's like, I can't believe this is here. I can't believe I can touch this in front of me, dude.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite guys made this. My favorite dudes. It's insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's impressive. But, like, again, marketing standpoint, it's crazy, dude. That's really cool.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. This has been a Viber podcast, I would say.
Yeah.
Hitting some real interesting topics.
Yeah.
What do you think? Did you enjoy it? If so, like and subscribe. That was a lot cleaner than the last one. Says probably pretty good. Chef's kiss. Thank you for tuning in to episode 4. For a nice, relaxing Saturday, 420. I hope you enjoyed your 420 responsibly. And if you're underage, don't ever do drugs.
Don't.
Seriously.
Don't.
And that's
Don't do it.
that's coming from the podcast, boys. But appreciate you being here. We're closed.
Outro dance.
Yeah, we can just do an outro dance right now.
Okay. Which camera?
No, I'm kidding.